Hello, writers, and welcome back to Spooky Writes, your channel all about writing. I'm your host, who is secretly a ghost, Kemal Onor. If this is your first time coming across this channel, I talk all things writing here. I share my experience as an author. I talk about how to improve our writing because we can all improve. And so if you love all things writing and you want to stay up to date with everything that I publish, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a good thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. With that said, thank you so much, and let's get into it. Do you find yourself often distracted? We all know attention spans are diminishing. And most of you will not make it through the intro of my videos. But you know what? That's okay, because without you, I'll just starve. Is that what you want? So I hope to see you on the other side.
It's the raven's call, the werewolf's howl, the vampire's bite. You search through the woods for safety, but all you find is... Okay, right.
Today we are talking about the ability to focus, because writing, shockingly, requires focus. So I often find that my best writing comes when I reach what is called flow state. This is when you forget about the passage of time and your subconsciousness is able to take over. I find this is when I'm most focused on my writing. I sit down and write sentence after sentence, and the time will just go by, and I'll look up and go, I've been writing for 5 hours, where did the time go? Now, focus is one of those areas, just like reading, that people will scream, I'm just not good at it, I'm just not. But, just like reading, you can also improve your focus. What? How? This better be easy, or else I'm not doing it. You see, our brains are really great at cutting out the excess, and this is why it feels like time is speeding up each year. And this is also one of the reasons why I've decided to stop posting shorts to this channel. Because the more you are able to keep your attention on one topic, the more you will be able to improve your focus. It's not because they're too time consuming to cut from my longer videos. So let me ask you, if you're still here, thank you, by the way. When was the last time you kept your attention on a singular topic without your mind racing to other thoughts? Put it down in the comments. We all do it. We leave the house and immediately we think, what if I left the oven on? Or what someone said to us a few days ago. Our minds love to wander, but you need to train your mind to be able to focus when you need it to. I think meditation is a great way to help you become more present and a great way to focus your mind. And this is a skill that you need to develop. Just like everything, you need to be able to improve and start where you can. Start maybe just closing your eyes and trying to focus for a minute, and then slowly building up to 5 minutes, all the way up to 10 or more minutes. Because you need to be able to focus on writing if you want to be able to delve deep into your writing project. By the way, it's NaNoWriMo, so I'll be touching on that a little later, so stay tuned. Maybe you practice meditation by closing your eyes for 5 minutes and just try and imagine and focus on your character shaking his or her head at you saying, why haven't you written today? You might also practice keeping your phone on silent or keeping your phone in your pocket. You can go for walks and just focus on your breathing. Again, you want to try and slow your thinking down. You want to be able to focus your mind on a singular task. The truth is that for most people, our attention span is spread so thin that we are constantly swiping and jumping from thing to thing, and our mind gets used to this. So if you want to improve your focus and improve your writing, you need to slow down, avoid multitasking, try and be as attentive and present on one activity as you can be. And over time, you will improve. It's just like writing, it's just like reading, it's just like any muscle. You start off very weak and you build over time. And you know how I know that it's possible to improve your ability to focus? Well, personal story here. When I first came out of the hospital, it was impossible for me to focus. My eyes would just jump around all the time. I had no attention span. My eyes would just jump. And this made reading pretty much impossible coming out of the hospital. But I remember that someone gave me a little sticky frog. I don't even really remember what it looks like. It was just like a little frog that stuck to things, and I'm going to call that a sticky frog. And what I did as a way to practice my ability of focusing my eyes, of focusing on a single point, was I took this little sticky frog and I put it on a table and I just stared at it. And I just counted seconds in my mind, trying to focus all my attention, trying not to look away, trying not to go, sticky frog, oh, there's cheese over there, or whatever it might have been. And so yes, it was boring at first, and it was difficult at first. I was only able to do it for a few seconds at the beginning, but over time, you're able, again, it's like anything else, the more that you do it, the stronger you will become at it, and you need to be able to develop an ability to focus if you want to do good, strong writing. If you want to enter that flow state, you have to be able to focus your attention. Try to write with just your Word document up. Try to write without tabs pulled up, without other distractions going on. Try and focus all your attention on your writing, and I guarantee you will improve, and your ability to focus will get better over time. And with that, keep it spooky. Also, for anyone participating in NaNoWriMo this month, keep it up and good luck. Here's my current word count as of this video being published. And now it's time for a brand new segment that I would like to call Meanwhile on Reddit. And so, meanwhile on Reddit, someone posted in writing traversal advice. I'm at the point in my story where two characters are walking between two cities, about a mile between them. I'm not exactly sure how to write this though. They're walking through a desert, and I've already used decent imagery. They don't really have anything to talk about either. I feel like cutting to when they reach the city would be too abrupt and unnatural. I'm sorry, I have to look around my camera. But actually describing each step would be boring and tedious. Any advice? Well, yes, that would be incredibly boring and tedious. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Sand everywhere. Sand. What's the deal with sand? I hate sand. Anakin walked through sand. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. But in all honesty, my advice would be to simply cut that scene if there's nothing interesting going on, or maybe as an author you might put something that's interesting that occurs while they're crossing this expanse, but you don't want characters who are just crossing a distance, and you don't want to be describing it in detail. This author has already identified that it would be boring and tedious as it would be, so I would recommend just doing a jump cut to them passing across the desert. They would just say they arrived in this after walking the mile between cities, they arrived in the other city, and that would be my advice. So, and of course, here's your writing prompt for sticking all the way through the video, which I hope you did, because we are practicing building attention spans here. We climbed down the cellar steps when we heard blank. So set your timer and start writing. Thank you so much.